Good afternoon, fellow punchers. Mickey D with you again on Wednesday afternoon, just gone 2 o'clock. A change in my bus route this afternoon, so I'm an hour later in the evening. So I decided I'd get on and get this done and get it into the upload oven because it's taken over an hour each evening to get it onto YouTube. Horses to run today. One is out. I see Dicey Riley. As the song says, Dicey Riley has taken to the sub. Must be out last night, or the owners weren't on because I see there was money for it. So one to keep in the notebook for again. Anyway, on to we had the bus out just an evening, the Bookie Bashing bus, and we had a few that got on. David Hooman got on, and Colin Aindow. Rob the Old Mongoose had his hand up, flagged us down. He jumped on into the front. Eddie Zed, Gary Tippett, and Adrian O'Connor. Adrian had his suitcase with him, so he says he's there for the long haul. And Michael McCarthy had a sign up looking for the way to Maiden. He's going there for Saturday. I wish I could be there as well. Really looking forward to that. I see Life is Good got stall 1, so for a front runner, ideal stall. So we'll be doing that tomorrow night and Friday night. Nothing that I could get an angle at in England tomorrow. 2 in Ireland. One is in the 355. It's and the other is in the 220, and both have similar profiles that they ran on the flat prior to coming across to over the jumps. There's a desperately bad handicap hurl. I think it's 80 to 95 in Cork. The form of some of them is absolutely woeful, and there's only about 3 that has a chance in my eyes. That'd be the 1 and 2 and 6. And the 2 is Fox LaBelle, who I followed over a cliff and who I've totally given up on. So when you see that favourite or prohibitive favourite, my God, it must be a bad race because I've that in the pig sheet. The top weight is Vermilion Cliffs, a 5-year-old gelding out of Galileo for Dennis Hogan. It had 2 runs on the flat in October 2020 for Aidan O'Brien. It finished second, first time out in Leopardstown in a maiden at 20 to 1 to show that it had quite a bit of ability because there was a 79 rated horse back in third. Then it was favourite a week later when it won a maiden in Dundalk, beating a horse rated 88. Then it was sold for 62,000 at the winter or the November sales, which was strange enough. Well, it was a 3-year-old, you see, probably they were giving up on it. But went to Dennis Hogan in it was 3rd of 12 in a maiden hurl in Wexford last June, and it opened at 7s, drifted out to 20s to show that it wasn't fancied. So coming third wasn't a bad run. A few runs then, and it got a rating of 105. So considering that it was rated 185 on the flat, looks to be a workable enough mark. I always add 40, so that'd be 125, 105, 20 pounds. It's a workable mark. There's races to be won, I think. So 4 runs over hurls this year, 3 on soft and 1 on heavy. So the ground was totally against it. But its last run, it come to the last hurl, or the second last as well, and it jumped it well. And it come looking like the winner. 2 miles 6 on very soft ground, bordering on heavy. Conditions didn't stay, conditions against it. It's rated, it's top weight, but it has the right chance tomorrow, I think. They're paying 6th places, I notice. It's back to 2.5 miles. But interestingly enough, there's a young jockey on it, Daniel King, and he's taken 7 off it, which looks to be a very valuable claim. I think it's only his 3rd ride over hurls, but he has 6 wins on the flat and 15 places out of about 60 rides, all for Dennis Hogan. So with Dennis training this tomorrow, he gives him the leg up. He must have fairly confidence in him, like, you know. So I don't have any prices, but I seen on the probable forecast on at the races yesterday and last night that it was 3rd favourite around 7 to 1. If you get anything over 5 to 1, 2 pints each way, paying 6 places, it can't be out of the money, and I would expect it to be very competitive in a race of this nature. The other one is in the 220 at Cork, the Fillies maiden hurl, Igraine from Joseph O'Brien. We're in first time blinkers tomorrow. It was trained by his brother Donica on the flat, and it's reached a rating of high rating of 83. Won a handicap of 70, beating Lunar Power, that good little hurler of Noel Mead, on good to firm ground. So soft ground, this last 3 runs over hurls were not ideal. It was beaten favourite last time out. The favourite is Byings of BYNX of Martin Hassett's, and that only reached a rating of 68 on the flat. So we were, nearly £20 higher. It was second in Gordon Park last time as 7-4 favourite, our selection. So I've no prices for them. So maybe a 0.5 double as well between the two of them if we get lucky. Anyway, that's me. Stay tuned for good selections, hopefully for the weekend. A few horses going running tonight, Jess, and in Fossflass, and one in Ludlow. So hopefully we can bag a winner. Best of luck, Mickey D. Bash the bookies. Like and subscribe. More important, subscribe. Let's get to 1,000 before entry to keep the Patch Kid happy. Good luck.